Guys, welcome back. Today we have the new Ford Escape. This is the Sport Touring trim that we got over here. We do have a really good front design. We do have a black grille over here. And then the other thing that we have difference is actually in the headlight design over here, because the higher trims they get more of like an apparent LED design. We do have LED lights running on the top, but like the horn below, we do have the reflector LEDs instead of the projection LEDs. And then also in the higher trims, we do have a fog lamp over here, which we're like definitely missing on the S2 trim. And overall, the design looks really good when we like compare it to other vehicles. We do have these pretty decent 20-inch rims. And then we do have two type of SD models. One is the ST, just the regular one. The other one is the ST Elite, which does get more features. We do have dual wheel exhaust, which is actually fantastic because at this price point, most new vehicles aren't really doing this at all. And we do have a really good rear end. So I have the hood popped open. Powering this is the 1.5 liter EcoBoost 3-cylinder engine. It does make 180 horsepower and 191 pound-feet of torque. So it's like definitely kind of underpowered, but at this price point and this competition, it's not that bad. It does has an 8-speed automatic transmission. We can either have this in all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive, and then we also have different engine options. We also have the 2-liter EcoBoost, and then we also have the 1.5-liter hybrid option too. So it's just up to you which one you prefer. And then the one thing I didn't like is that Ford is definitely cutting costs over here. As you can see, we don't have the shocks to support the entire hood, and then also we're also missing out on the padding under the hood that's normally used to make the engine noise less apparent from the outside. We're also missing that. And then overall, the engine bay is not the best. We do have clutters. They should have at least put some engine covers on more better. As you can see, we can't even see Ford either on the engine. Before we move on, I would really like to thank Chevrolet of Commerce. They currently have really nice deals on different vehicles, and then they are also offering free lifetime warranty on on all new vehicles purchased. Starting with the interior of this vehicle, it's actually quite decent for this price point and this category. And then also we do have a smart key fob, and this is also push start, but I don't like the button where they put the push start. It's already hidden right over there. It should be somewhere right over here. We do have a really good animation, especially for the infotainment system. And overall, the build quality is actually really good. There's no creaks in the dash, and we do have a really nice soft touch material going all the way through the dash. We also have some carbon trimming. Of course, it's fake, but it still does give it a really good aesthetic. And this is all soft touch material, which most vehicles at this price point don't have. And we do also have really good blue lighting, backlighting, which actually looks amazing. We do have automatic headlight controls right on the side over here. And the overall dash design is actually really good, and it's all soft touch material, which normally we don't see at this price point. And then if you guys are wondering how much it costs, this if you will buy it brand new, it will cost you close to $35K. And we do have this really nice steering wheel. Unfortunately, it's not heated, but it does feel really good. Especially we do have these red stitches going around. And we do also have this driver display over here, which is actually it's okay. We do have some analog on the side over here, and then the display right over here, but it's actually quite easy to use. We do have different controls on the side that we can access. We have trip 1, trip 2, our fuel economy, and our eco coach and stuff like that. It does give you quite amount of information, but you can't really customize anything. And it gives you further information about your audio and all that stuff. So it's actually pretty good. I've also reviewed the Nissans, and they're actually like definitely missing out in the driver display category. And then right over here in the center, the one thing I don't like is the positioning of the infotainment system. It's actually quite far away, so if you're driving, it would just like make you like just like stretch your entire hand, and like you like still would have a hard time reaching the infotainment system. It should have either been right over here, or if it was over here, it like should have been a little bit more outwards, as we have it in other vehicles. However, this is also really easy to use. It is like running the Ford's new operating system, the sync system. We do have different modes. We have normal, and we can. This all can be adjusted right over here as well, so we don't have to mess through the entire system to just access that. We do have echo, sport, and slippery. It does give you better handling and all that, so quite good. And we also have our driver assistance settings right over here. I will say one thing, the operating system is actually quite good, but it does seem a little bit lagging to me. It's not the smoothest one out there. We do have lane keep assist. We also have braking too, automatic emergency braking. And then we do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The good thing is that it's also wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's a good thing. And if you don't want to use that, we can also use just the Bluetooth as well, but we also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And we do have our vehicle settings over here. It's not the best infotainment system, but it's actually really good when we like compare it to the Nissan or the Toyota in this segment. However, I like the GM's operating system more, which is available in their new Chevy Equinoxes and Trax. And if you do, I also review the Trailblazer in the Trax, so go do check that out. We once again have that same fake carbon fiber trimming all the way through the dash, which the dash design is actually really good. Down here below, we do have physical buttons for our infotainment system. And down here below, we do have a dual climate system, which is actually really good. And then it also shows you on the display as well. One thing was that they should have actually added a dial over here too, so it would just like show what the temperature is. Instead, every time you have like look at the display and check what we're doing. And right over here, we do have a small compartment over here. We do have two USB chargers, one USB-C, one USB-A. Unfortunately, we're like missing out on the wireless charging pad, which is available in the higher trims. And we do have, this is definitely plastic, but the design on that actually gives it like more like a premium plastic type. We do have this really good gear shifter. It's like the same type that we get in the Ford Bronco. It's actually really easy to use. And we do have a rear view camera. The quality is actually quite decent, but it's not as good as the GM does it, because they do offer full HD clear quality. And then if you want to access your gears, then just press into L right over here by going to drive and then L. So, and then we do have our electronic parking controls and engine auto stop button. Physical buttons, we do have two cup holders over here, and we also have quite a decent amount of room in the center console. We also do get these really nice seats, and then since this is the ST, we do get those rest stitching on the seats that we get on the steering wheel as well. But unfortunately, these are not heated or vented. I mean, like above vented is fine, but they should at least. Okay, so like right now I'm on the second row, and then I was actually like surprised about the room we do get. So I'm 6 feet. We do have quite a decent amount of legroom and like really good headroom as well. However, we do get hard plastic, especially the soft touch material that we get in the front seating. and we do have two air vents right over here, and we also down below have two USB-A chargers, no USB-C, and we do have an armrest over here too with two more cup holders. And then even in the back, the seating is actually really good. We still do get the same rest hitching going all the way through. We do have quite a decent amount of room in the trunk over here, and we also have a 12-volt lighter port as well. Other than that, there's like nothing special. And then also the other thing we're like missing out is in the storage. We do have access, but that's only for the spare tire, not for additional storage that we get in other vehicles. Overall, this vehicle is actually quite good, and as I said before, it does start around 30K for the normal version. The SD trim will cost more like likely around the 35,000. So is it actually worth it? In my opinion, it's actually quite good when we actually compare it to the Korean vehicles like the Hyundai and Kia, because they like tend to be more unreliable than Ford right now. And then also they may look good, but the quality of the materials is not the greatest, and they're like also like lacking behind in the technology as well. So if you guys did find this video interesting, please do like and subscribe, and thank you. See you in the next time.